I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and in today's live stream, my craft room's a mess. I have a bunch of horns to make out of polymer clay. Pretty sure I'm live. And also, oh, there was a bunch of stuff and I immediately forgot. So, hey zombie, sorry also in advance for the air conditioner noise. We have had it pumping all day and it's still about 80 degrees in here. So, hey Natalie. But yeah, it is, I'm not even gonna bother trying to turn the air conditioner off. It's hot. But I'm tidying up my craft space a little bit, trying to at least. Been a super busy day. Wubba lubba dub dub. Hey Dante. Sorry, we have been watching a lot. Penny, hey. It's been too long, Penny. But we have been watching a lot of Rick and Morty. Not gonna lie. Hey Sabrina. Hey Jim. Yeah. Squirrel where? Hey Powell. Hey Nancy. It is really good to see y'all in here today. I'm just, it's a beautiful day, even though it's like a million degrees. Hey Bootsy. Hey Laura, welcome to your first time live with me. Hey Sparky. Hey Mikio. Oh, it is, I wanted a cup of tea, but it's a million degrees. Oh, she says, and I've missed you too so much, my little cookie schnookums. I'm like, that. Yeah, that's Penny. Hey, Amy's in England. But yeah, I wanted to have some tea today.
Cookie snookums?
Cookie snookums.
Okay, just making.
But it's hot, so I'm just having, it's kind of like sun tea, like cold brew tea, I guess. I don't know, water with a tea bag in it. It's delicious. Hey, Allison. And it tastes super good. So what are we doing today? Ooh, okay. I wanted to let you guys know. Did you and Randy? We did. We loved your video. That ring that came out beautifully. I really liked you using the 3-core wires, and just the shape of the stone was really nice. I like that. I've seen that ring design before, I think, but I hadn't seen it done with a square cab, and that was really beautiful. Hey, Sarah. Oh, I hope you're doing well. Hey, it's me from Scotland again. What's the weather like in Scotland this time of year? I'm just really interested in degrees there, then, I don't know. Dante asks, are you and Randy going to be at MCFC? We will be. We are official guests at the Memphis Comic and Fantasy Con in Graceland, Tennessee. Well, Memphis, Tennessee, but at the Graceland, like, hotel. And I'm going to be teaching buku lots of panels there since they're having us in as guests. So we're going to be doing hands-on workshops. If you guys are interested in taking a chainmail or wire wrapping class with me, we're going to be talking about costume design. We're going to be talking about making a living at being a professional YouTuber. Among other things, I'm going to see what all there's room in the programming for, but we will be at MCFC and we are bringing our A game. Misty says, hello, I'm finally able to catch a live stream. I've been binge watching your wire wrapping and clay videos. You're amazing and inspirational. Well, thank you so much for watching, Misty. I really hope that what I do is helpful to you. Hey, Jenny. Okay, super far behind. It's the hottest ever, a record heat. Okay, we should all just go to the moon. I've been 87 in England and we haven't had rain in well over a month. Need a storm. Also, I don't know, everyone's used to their own different climate. I know that like sometimes 60 degrees down in Florida, Fahrenheit, feels horrible, like horribly cold. Whereas here, it's been up in the hundreds every day, like 85, I'm like, that sounds nice. Like it's almost 80 degrees in our house right now with the air conditioner blowing full blast. So that's a good question, Sarah. Hey, JC. So, oh yeah, okay, that's what I was gonna tell you guys about. Yeah, but this is just uncomfortably hot. I hear you. Gosh, summer heat. Convention starts tomorrow, and I'm so nervous. You've got this twisted. You'll be great here in Sacramento with 105. Ugh. Well, it's all just like, you know that one commercial? What soda is it for, Randy? Where they go in the commercial and it's the guy and his dog laying spread eagle in front of the air conditioner. Do you remember? Like, was that a Mountain Dew commercial or like
Yeah,
Sprite or something?
Or Sprite.
Yeah, we need to, all of us just basically get in front of our air conditioners and hang out. Jenny says my muscles hurt from fitness yesterday. Oh, Jenny, it's a good feeling though. Oh no, Rosolio says I miss your live streams all the time. I work from 6 a.m. in Australia, but I'm dropping quickly to say love your work. Well, hey. And also I'm thinking about changing around one of my live stream times. Like, because we have a lot of folks who I don't get to catch up with because like 2 in the afternoon is great for me, but like horrible for a lot of you guys. So I don't know. Like, I may take like a Patreon poll or something. Allison asks, will you be at Gen Con? We will not, but our friends with Aradani Studios will actually be carrying some of our hand sculpted horns in their booth. So if you guys are going to be at Gen Con, please stop by and say hey to the folks with Aradani Studios because they're some of the coolest people on this planet, and Randy and I love them very much. And just, I'm not going to say give them a hug for us because I don't know how their personal space bubble is, but yeah, go by and say hey to them. Tell them we sent you. Randy Vaughn sent you. Or Vaughn.
They're gonna be like Randy who?
No, they love you too.
Yeah, but they don't know me as Randy Vaughn.
Well, that's fair. Right on. That would be a nice change if you could. Usually live while I'm at work and I have to sneak to watch. Right on. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Ah, Sarah says I saw Aradani Studios at the Georgia Ren Fair back in April. Aren't they cool though? Like Mike and Paul do like the most awesome artwork. I love Mike's art style and his sculpting and everything. Like he's probably one of my favorite artists. Like I think that's pretty safe to say. And he has a tabletop game out. So, or no, well, it's out, but they have like the Creature Compendium is on Kickstarter. There's a lot of stuff going on. Like part of why we like Aradani Studios so much is they have the very similar work ethic as to what Randy and I do. They've always got something in the works. They're just super creative folks, and I love being around them. So I'm gonna stop doing this. Was not a sponsored plug by Aradani Studios, by the way. Hey, Cakes. I get to see you late. Live chat. Hey, Aaron. Well, I'm glad you're able to catch us live. That's what I keep trying to remember to show you guys, but I keep forgetting. Okay. So, I had quite a few requests from y'all to put my handmade cabochons up for sale on Etsy. So I did. I'm a little bit ahead this month. I don't want to jinx it, so knock on wood, but I'm a little bit ahead this month. And I had some extra cabs, so I was able to post them on my Etsy store, and we sold out. So I posted more to our Etsy store today. I don't know, Abigail. I haven't checked the P.O. box since, like, Tuesday. Ida's asking if you'll pop into the video and wave. He's very busy right now. They want to see you come in and wave.
Oh.
If you would please. I could use a kiss.
I got George talking to me in my
Oh,
head.
you're hanging out with George?
Yeah.
Does he have today off?
No.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I love you. And a kiss. Mwah, there we go. He's such a good Randy. But yeah, Randy's always in the background moderating and playing support roles, so he's very good. Not eyes yet on Etsy. I'm going to, bye, Jim. Oh, Penny, that's so cute. But I got some cabochons made, and so I'm actually going to get the camera flipped around. Boop. Maybe? Yes. So you can see super messy work surface. And so these are the cabochons that are posted up for sale on our Etsy today. I'm going to try to post like 10 cabs a day if I can manage it. Because I don't know. I wanted y'all to be able, who don't necessarily want to make a monthly pledge, to still have access to my cabochons. But also keep in mind, I'm charging $5 for these ones. These ones are $8, and this one is $10. And in your craft crate for the $20 pledgers, often you will get some variety of at least 4 cabochons, as well as wire, as well as chainmail, as well as some other like store-bought beads that I was able to get in bulk and then kind of redistribute to you guys, or anything like that. So I'm really excited to kind of, I can't offer the same value as what we give in our craft rate, but to have these up for sale on our Etsy's, I'm super excited to share this with you guys. So Carol says you're too spoiled. I am super spoiled. Oh no. Oh, that is a bummer, Twisted. Have you tried painting a glass cab faux crackled stone? I've seen a toot from them and they're beautiful. That would be something else we try. I haven't. That is a really good idea though. Zombie said buying a ton. Ah, oh no. But I'm gonna try to keep posting these every day. Let me know what you guys think. And I am going to try to get a big batch of eyes painted, and that way we can have enough for the craft crates. Oh no, Ida. Well, that's why we do the tutorials too, is so you can make your own. Are all of these cabs done with foil? Jody, only some of them. Like, only 3 of them were done with the foil. Because I absolutely love. Oh, Holly, thank you. I love the foils. And so these 2 were done with foil, and then this one was done with foil. Which, just the refractive qualities of it, they're so, like, so pretty. And honestly, whenever I were doing shows, wire wrapped pieces done with anything that shows off light like this, especially if we're in like a fluorescent lighting environment, these pop. These bright colors, because you can see whenever you wear them, just the color refraction. So it's a really great way whenever, see how it like, so for costume purposes and all kinds of stuff. Sandy says, what is the best material to bake the clay on? I really enjoy the oven-safe silicone mats, or my stone slabs, because they heat evenly. It's kind of like using a cast iron skillet, but they heat evenly, and so they won't heat unevenly. Oh, Penny, bless you. Might read some tips. Sheila, let's see. Oh, okay, y'all talking to each other. Have you ever considered a poly clay craft crate? Maybe 2 or 3 half-ounce pieces, or would that be too expensive? I don't know. Like, sometimes for our random kits, ceramic tiles work great too, Sally. Very similar concept to my stone slab. But sometimes for the random tier, I will send out polymer clay like tools, and sometimes like I'll make my own molds and send y'all some molds that way. And then also like some different colors of clay. But I try in the craft crates to do stuff like this that unless you're making it, you can't really get it anywhere else. That way I feel like it adds more value to the craft crate, because honestly I feel like if you pledge $20, that can get you a lot of polymer clay at like Michael's or Joann's. So you can, like, I don't know, I feel like it would be a better investment for you to just go buy clay. Sorry, Vaughn, that was really quite cheeky. Oh, it was cheeky. Sorry, I miss comments like all the time. Blah blah. Now honestly, I think I had gotten one of your comments. Have you ever? Okay. I lost my place. Can you use the foil to help poly clay look like labradorite? The one that I would recommend for making your clay look like labradorite are the Lumiere paints. Now, I want to try some on just like the blue pearl clay and to see how that would go. Like, I'm still doing quite a bit of experimentation, but Lumiere paints really like show off nicely. Marianne, that's uh, I don't know if I would be the best person to do a tutorial on body paint because I think I read, did you send me a question about like blending out a bald cap? I think there are a lot more talented people who, well, and experienced people also here on YouTube who do very good tutorials. Did you know there's 4 kinds of irrigated? Now, I had no idea, Judy. Hey, Judy, by the way. Does your stone cause the bottom side to be shiny like it does on a ceramic tile? It doesn't because it's textured. So like you can, well, a little bit. So you can see this is one that was baked on a stone. So there's still that little bit of contact. But if you don't like that, you can sand it, like just rough it up a bit. Or, gosh, I'm so bad at words today. Jessima tutorials. She will often, do a texture on the back. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at words. Oh, the variegated foils? Is that what you're talking about, Judy? What is the name of the Amazon place that you get jump rings other than Chainmail Joe? I'm looking for the anodized aluminum, different colors than the ring word offers. I don't know if it's Chainmail USA carries some anodized aluminum, but also outside of Amazon, C&T Designs, they're based out of Oregon, I think, has a really nice variety of colors that you can't get at the ring word, as well as Blue Buddha Boutique. They have some really nice, and then also We've Got Mail works with Parawire to make their chainmail rings and top-notch stuff. So, holy crap. Hey, Colleen. Translucent clay. Can't wait for my dabber set to be right on, Carol. Speaking of random tools in the crate, did you ever make a video for those knitting type thingies we got a while back? I haven't yet. I'm sorry. But maybe hopefully soon. Yeah, I had sent out, I had like 30 circular knitting needles, and I was like, there's gotta be a way to like, because I was thinking if we used like a 30 gauge wire and then knit like a tube and then pulled it through a draw block, I was like, I wonder if that would look like Viking knit, and I have not been able to make it work. And so I wanted to wait until like I had a grip on how to make it consistently work every time before doing a tutorial. Okay, try baking on sandpaper. That might be cool. I wonder how the adhesive in the sand... Well, I guess sandpaper gets pretty hot, so the adhesive in the sandpaper should hold up pretty well. Ooh, a paper airplane flying contest? Where do you work, Marianne? That sounds awesome. Hey, Pinky, how's it going? Hey, Wasting. You're looking... Oh, well, thanks, Sarah. Where to get porcupine quills? I get them on Amazon. Like, they're pretty inexpensive. Ooh. Abigail got to see her pygmy goats. That's fair. Okay, I gotta get to work though. So I totally wrecked my work surface like hard. I forgot my tea. Right on, Hannah. I'm open to any tips that you might have to suggest. But yeah, shameless plug for cabochons on my Etsy. No, Zombie, I only do the mail openings on Tuesdays because I figure it's a crafty channel. I gotta do some crafting sometime. So everyone is on a sugar high. Right on. Hey, Terry. Oh, thank you so much for your support over there on Patreon. Brissy, today I've already had a cup of coffee and I'm trying to like balance it out. But I'm having Berry Blossom White, which is delicious, cold brewed, just in like a cup of water. Laura says, do you solder or torch metal? Not yet. I am so close. Like, I want so badly, but I am flammable and made of meat and nervous about setting my house on fire. So I think I'm going to go and actually like take a class first. That way I can get some direct input. But what was, I was standing up to get something. Oh yeah. Hey, Balance. Gotta step around all the dogs. Blue Buddha Boutique is no longer in business. What? As a large-scale ring supplier. I had no idea. Well, thanks for letting me know. Geez, I hope everything's okay with them. They were like top dogs whenever I was first starting getting into chainmail. I don't know, life happens and stuff, so there's no telling. But everything's okay. Ah, right on, Gloria. Let me get the camera situated. Let me get the cord out of the way. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Oops. So yeah, super my fiance wants me to start soldering so he can teach me. He's been soldering guitar parts for years. Right on. Sally says, I'm just east of Kansas City and it's starting to storm. If I lose you guys, hugs and have a great rest of the day. Right on. Ooh, I hope the storm comes through this way. It is hot. We could use... Yeah, I wouldn't recommend eating those, Abigail. Though I do see what you mean. They do kind of look like little fondant truffles, kind of. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Holly. I am making more polymer clay horns for Aridani Studios to sell out of their booth at Gen Con. Because Randy and I don't really do a lot of conventions anymore. So we sell to Aridani wholesale on our horns, just like how they wholesale us their ears. And we're really proud to be associated with their company. Like, just to be able to rub elbows with them at all is like mind-blowingly awesome to me. Hello everyone, I got to watch Tuesday's live stream. I was so excited to win the weekly drawing. Right on! Yay! Well, congratulations, and thank you for your support too. Like, I know it sounds kind of, I don't know, I feel like I say it a lot and I don't want it to sound like, I don't know, it's hard to think and do words. I don't want it to sound like I'm just a broken record repeating, but y'all make on Patreon and here on YouTube, you guys make such a difference in Randy and I's ability to do this for a living, as well as our quality of life. And just like, thank you guys. Like, so I wish I could do a giveaway every day. And one day that may actually be the bees a reality, but right now, I can hardly keep my head on straight as is, so. But, I think it'd be pretty cool, actually, to do a daily giveaway. That'd be amazing. I feel like Oprah. Also, oh, Penny says, just having all these people being so loving is a huge ass. Right? Did the person like their fairy house? Yes, Tanya. She loved it. And that made me so happy because I had so much fun making it. I think I'm going to have to do more, like, fairy punk stuff. Because I like fairy punk because it's like steampunk, but with like a touch of magic. And fairy wings and glitter. So, yeah. So, yeah, my goal is to get, oh, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 32 pairs of horns sculpted today. So busy, busy, busy. Right on. Right, Sheila? And it's something that I don't quite understand about YouTube is where with 77,000 subscribers, I'm actually like making less off of the revenue than what we were at 6,000. Which is just mind-boggling. So, good thing for Patreon. Allison says, you and Randy are a special part of my life, and I'm sharing you with my husband. Love all the action you and everyone here has. So inspiring. Right on. I do have to say, I'm really proud of, like, when people are like, oh, congrats on the views and congrats on subs and stuff, and I'm like, that's not the part that makes me happy as I'm falling asleep at night. What makes me happy as I'm falling asleep at night is you guys doing this, hanging out, right? Doesn't it, Hannah? Hanging out and being good to each other and encouraging each other. And I've seen so many of y'all start your own channels and, be supportive to each other over there. Tanya says if she made molds, she could do them out of resin, maybe. This is the eventual goal, Tanya. And here's another batch of cabs that hasn't been baked or resined yet. Done. But I'm going to fill this up. Hey, Sarah. I'm making polymer clay horns for Aridani Studios to carry in their booth at Gen Con in Indianapolis, Indiana. Is it what? It's the first weekend of August, isn't it? Well, thanks, Holly. Allison says, I love those cabs in a way I cannot express without the use of flaily hand gestures. That makes me really happy. Can you make some small twisted ones? I'd love to see how you make them. Yeah, for sure. I'll make those after this one. That one came out so perfect. I'm going to try to... Right? Wow. Bobby says, hey, Vaughn, little Ty with 4 other little kids telling them how wonderful you are. Please say hi to him making his day. Hey, Ty. Have you ever thought of making a mold of the horns out of the putty stuff and then mass produce them quicker? I would really like to. It's just, it keeps not being in the budget. I need like a pourable silicone and make like a mold box. And then have basically a big batch made. And then I would put these on the bottom of the mold box and then pour the silicone in. And then, because with how long it takes resin and stuff to set up, sorry, thinking while crafting. With as long as it takes the resin and stuff to set up, to efficiently mass produce them, I'd want to do it in like a square foot, so like maybe 100 at a time, in a big tray. But it just hasn't been in the budget to make that happen. Now these ones are actually going to get painted after baking, which is something that I haven't done before, on camera at least. Is that putty stuff on your wish list so that you could do that? I think so. I don't know, it's, and that's the thing too, is why I haven't invested, is because I don't 100% know exactly what it is that I need. But it's a pourable silicone by Smooth On. They have really good products. Mike Blodchick with Aridani Studios was actually the one who recommended it to me. Harley wants to know if you can make horns look like princess or mermaid horns. Yeah. I'm actually going to do some ones on this one. How long do you think that will take you to do? Oh, I have no idea. I'm sculpting, what I say, 32 horns today. So it says you can make silicone molds with window silicone from Walmart or somewhere mixed in dish soap water. They came out amazing. Huh. Imagination says you do those so fast. I've had lots of practice. I've probably sculpted over 3,000 horns over the past few years. So muscle memory really starts to take hold. Housework never ends, right? And this is the less glamorous side of being a professional artisan is not every single piece gets to come out being a fun and wonderful and amazing, like, original piece of art. Sometimes you're just mass producing the hecka out of oh, well, that's a really good idea too, Abigail. Ah, well, I'm glad that's working out for you, Jessica. Okay. And see, this one came out super straight and that one came out super curved. What was I talking about? Ooh, Donna, I haven't. She's asking, do you ever make it out to the East Coast, Renfest, Maryland specifically? I haven't. We actually don't really vend a lot of Ren fairs. I really enjoy climate control, and a lot of the Ren fairs require you to, like, be there for the full 6 weeks, or however, long the duration of the fair is. And with our YouTube video production being such a priority, that's not really sustainable anymore. Right, Marianne? Okay. Right? Cindy says, I was so excited you decided to sell your cabs on Etsy. They sold super fast. It was actually, I think it was you, Cindy. I don't know. I have like 3 friends that are Cindy. But had requested on, or had asked on Patreon, it's like, well, I'm a $1 pledger. Can I get cabs? And I felt bad because I don't want people to feel like I'm punishing them for not being $20 pledgers, but like, no, you don't get cabochons. So I was like, yes, I will put these up for sale. And so they sold out, and then I put up a whole nother batch on Etsy today. Well, hey, worms. What? Really, Lindy? Holy crepe. Lindy says that over half of the ones we put up on Etsy today, the cabs, sold within like 5 minutes of me saying that they were up there. Because we have all of our notifications turned off. Yeah, so, well, I'm going to have to make more then. Okay, so to make them twisty, like these ones I just kind of bend up, and then I just start twisting simultaneously, like with the rest of the clay. I didn't, Marianne. Where'd y'all send it? So I've been super bad about social media lately. I'm checking my messages. Just looked, only 3 left. Oh no! Also, if y'all purchase cabochons, I do recommend, if you think you want more than one, to like buy. Ah, Sabrina! You guys, oh my gosh. Now also, how do you read and craft so fast? I wouldn't be able to concentrate on both at once. Sarah's is, I'm being like super like over here and then over here and then over here and over here. And then in my mind's also like, remember that one time in 2nd grade when you blah blah blah? And I'm like, oh god, yeah, that was horrible. Ooh, Candace, I love that idea. The green is just emerald green, I think. No, Laura, what are you too late for? No, we're here for a minute. A hot minute, actually. Oh, my tea. I love you, Randy.
What happens? I get thrown into a freaking raid.
What's going on?
I'm not happy about it.
Why aren't you happy about being in a raid?
I wasn't trying to get in a raid.
Ah. Hey, CSL. Oh my god. Guys, unsubscribe to her. She's like goals. Hey. You cut out if we want more than one. What? Oh, sorry. If you're ordering more than one cab, if you purchase them together, um, then like it'll combine the shipping for you. But I feel like I can sculpt horns later when I'm not hanging out with you guys. So I actually want to show you guys. Yesterday I rearranged the paint room a little bit. I just want to check. I think there are only 3 left. Wow. So yeah, not gonna lie, kind of fangirling a little bit, Christina. Hey, I make jewelry too. Keep getting slight lag here. Well, it is going to space, so. Hey Oak, how's it going? So here we have, I don't know if you remember, but in some of my other videos, I was working on that table, and they'll go, I'm definitely going to check out your channel more. You seem really sweet. Oh my God. I'm basically a swamp troll, I'm not gonna lie, but I do like making stuff. So, but the goal was to not have that table be a permanent like setup, because it just gets into the way. So what I did was, and you can actually see here, I've got my big lighting in the way, but I rearranged a little bit in this tiny little closet that is going to be the paint room. So I'm gonna get some lighting going because I broke the light that was in the ceiling. But I do have a tripod set up in here. Huh. We'll check your tracking info. Sorry, words are super hard. Yeah, I do have the Monster vlog. Thanks, Penny. And for those of you who are keeping up with my Monster vlog, sorry guys, my head will get super big and I won't fit in my craft room anymore. Um, but for those of y'all who follow my Vonster vlog, today is week 8, day 2, and the Vonster vlog is where I've started posting more of my personal updates and different things that we do. Like the garden updates are over on the Vonster vlog. It is my weight loss adventure. I'm currently down 10 pounds and keeping it off, which is the first time that that's ever happened. So just, it's, I don't know, like the kind of more behind the scenes lifestyle stuff, and that way I can keep this main channel loosely just crafty stuff. Just search Vonster vlog here on, actually I think if you type !vlog, I don't know, I left Randy in the other room, who's the one who remembers this stuff for me. But yeah, on the vlog, I'm still in like week 5. I got super behind in uploading, but y'all who had watched me over there had requested to see the backlogged videos. So, did I bring my tea with me? Yes. Uh-oh, buffering. Oh no! Time to see my beautiful special needs son. Love to see everyone. Tell him I said hey, Allison, and congrats on winning the giveaway. Marianne says, I watch you every morning to start my day on the right foot. Right on. And that's why I started doing daily posts over on the vlog channel as well, is because it keeps me focused and in the right frame of mind. I use a lot of fabric yo-yos for my handbags, quilts, and cuffs. Their repetitive work is a part of creating. It really is. Where did you get the round holder behind you? Thanks, Jessica. Yeah, I made it out of, this is a Lazy Susan from Walmart, and this is cardboard, but these are just big spools of wire from, no, that didn't really help. I'm going to take this out and flip it around. These were empty wire spools that I actually like hot glued together and then put like a cardboard trim on. And this way, hey Sandy! And that way it can turn, and then I actually filled up too much on some of the colors, so now I have a spice rack. And then we've got the paint drawers, which these are little shoebox drawers. Oh, well, thank you, AQ. I'm in the process of trying to crackle faux labradorite. I'll send you a pic of how they turn out. Ooh, that'd be super cool. But yeah, these are perfect for the little acrylic paints and ceramic stains and different things. But this is, I domed some more cabs yesterday. Hey, Aaron. So some of them aren't domed yet, but you can kind of see. And we had some leakage over here. I'm buried in eyes, chainmail bags, and ball sacks. Hashtag vendor life. But yeah, quite a bit of leaking over here on these ones. But a little bit over here. So I don't think I have it. It's not, I don't think that the surface was level. I think I just dripped because I was hurrying. You like that one? It's not domed yet. I'm going to have to redome that one though, I think. Oh, thank you. And then that's my view of the yard. We've got Swamp Thing eating the house. And it says, I really need to organize. I'm ashamed of my crazy art supplies scattered everywhere. Don't be. That's, for me, like, I don't know. For me, I'd rather be crafting than cleaning up my mess. Zombie says, are those cabs going on Etsy? Maybe. Sorry, trying to get the phone. The little grippy felt part on this one ripped out, so I'm trying to... Twisted said, I guess we should make some more then, right? I think I found the cabochon of my dreams. Oh, really? I'm going to try to put these up on Etsy, but a lot of them go towards the craft crates, so we'll have to see. Oh, Sarah. I forget what you call them, but the black and white things that you painted using those paints and spritzing would look nice as a backdrop on something. Right? The, the Lumiere paints, the cabochons. Did you tape suggestion, but I think I had too much resin spillage. Melita, it was actually recommended to me to use electric tape instead of the packaging tape that I used. I just grabbed whatever was on hand, but I forget who had suggested it, but to use a more flexible tape. And then also, Cindy, she says, I still want to be able to start getting the crates. Well, I'm going to start doing a weekly giveaway too. Well, not weekly, but like, one of the giveaways is going to be of a craft crate with tools and stuff too. Well, thank you, Cherry. I don't know, it's got character, that's for sure. All the cracks in the walls and the ceiling collapsed in the room behind me from water damage. So it's just it can be a real mess, but it's my home and I like it. So it's a work in progress, just like me. Ooh, okay. Vaughn, can I change from chainmail to wire wrap? You can. You would go into the top corner on Patreon and select it's like to manage your settings, like to edit your pledge, and then you would just change it over to a different tier. I gotta go grab a box. I'll be right back. But yeah, it's my little cave, my little craft cave. No, don't tempt me with a good time. The paints in the drawers, people talk to you, they should pick a color and you should paint it on the wall, and we would have a painted wall. Right? It comes through like majorly from outside. Our house doesn't have like any insulation. But we're gonna plaster up the cracks and then put pegboard on here for more organization. Bobby said, did you read my comment on the doming cabs tutorial about the doubling your pot time and raising your cabs so you don't have to worry about leakage and you can cover the edge? I had no idea. No, I haven't read that yet, Bobby. I haven't had a chance to actually go through and reply to comments these past couple of days. So if you store the paint upside down, you won't get the dry paint gloves when you get ready to use them. Okay. Cherry asks, how often do you do your live streams? I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays currently, typically at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oh man, Cindy. Can you change which crate you get as often as monthly? You can. You can change it. So we ship out between the 5th and the 8th. So whatever tier you are listed under, whenever your payment goes through on the 1st of the month, that's what you'll get for that month. But you can just go in and, I recommend probably changing it at the end of the month. That way everything's like in order. And also, we do have the combo crate, too, where you get a little bit of chainmail and a little bit of wire. Bye, Marianne. Thanks for hanging out with us. I just been told we don't have a nurse tonight. And she's, oh, no. Oh, Abby. Cindy. I'm sure my... Patreon does an okay job sorting the stuff, but, I don't know. I feel like it's not easy and we're kind of flailing around trying to figure out, everything. But, I'm gonna, if somebody is a pledger on Patreon, I'm gonna try my darndest to make sure that they're getting what they want and that everything's working out okay. Oh, right on, JC. Hey, Wicked. Oh, it's been a minute. But I did find out, though, that I don't like to leave my cabs on their cape for too long because it gives them a little bit of a sticky back. But see, then you can just pull off a strip of cabs, and then I just go through and I take them. And these have only been curing for about, 16 hours. So instead of putting them loose into a bin, I'm just going to come through and set them face up in one of these banker boxes lids and let them finish up curing the rest of the way. I really like those ones too. Busy, busy, busy. Getting ready for a craft show. Well, good luck. I hope it goes well. Also, love these ones done with a mica shift powder. Holly says, hello from England. I love your nail polish. Asking for a day whenever it's not so hot so I can have the window open. Colleen. Moving is so exciting. Like, don't get me wrong, it can be completely stressful, but it's also very exciting. It's I don't know, definitely starting a new chapter for sure. I can't believe CSL Designs came into my live stream. Like, sorry, that's hitting me in waves. She does wicked good tutorials, you guys. It made me feel kind of bad because I saw somebody, I don't know. I'm not even going to talk about that. But yeah, oops. Oh gosh. It sticks to cardboard apparently. But even whenever I get some resin leakage, I just pop it right off. And it just comes out really nice. And then it's still ready to go. I think I'm actually going to have to do a second pour on this one. Because you can see it didn't quite come all the way to the edges. Right? Wasting. My granddaughter might be moving really close. Right on, Cindy. That's very exciting. It's always nice to have family close by. I need a trash bin in here. So that being said, no, that one's still good. There's a cab you have that looks like a Celtic knock circle. Is that a stamp or a stencil? Was it one of these? Because this was done with a leatherworking stamp. Like a metal... Oops. 10 minutes to get 115 steps. Natalie, if you're still in here, thank you. Oh my gosh. Like, this has completely been a total game changer. But yeah, this was done with a metal leatherworking stamp. And then you can see, so it gives it some, and then those Lumiere paints. Actually, that one was one of the color shift, the folk art color shift. Imagination says you do wicked good tutorials as well. I watch both of you. Thank you. I hope one day to be on par with her. Oh no, Cindy. Oh man. Yeah. I wish that I would live closer because I'd be giving you all these pegboards and 2,000 peg hooks and a stripper pole. Oh my gosh, JC. That's like the perfect combination of things. Layla says, love your videos. How do you get new ideas for your pendants? I go blank and just do the same things over and over. Layla, doing the same thing over and over is actually how I get a lot of my ideas. Because I'll sit down and I'll have like some of these handmade cabs that I do, you can see some of these are in the same shape. So I'll pick like 10 or 15 of them whenever I'm making inventory, and then wrap them intentionally. Like I'll start and be like, I'm going to wrap these all the same exact way. But I'll throw on Netflix or some music, or I've been watching a whole lot of backpacking videos. Like I'm learning about how to dehydrate my own food for backpacking and camping meals. So I'll throw like something on in the background, and then whenever you set them on the table, go from first, second, third, like in order of you making them, and then see how it has changed from the first to the 15th. Mutations happen naturally. And so, not to be like, this is a mutated pendant, but you could take a design that, or something from a tutorial or from a magazine, or, like you see somebody else's work, and, well, it's generally frowned upon to like blatantly replicate other people's work. It gets really hard not to do, especially if you're working in chainmail. Like, for 4th of July, you can't be like, nobody else can make a red, white, and blue chainmail bracelet because I made it. It's like, so, but I derive a lot of inspiration from other artisans, but I try to let it evolve, as it goes. So that's how I come up with a lot of ideas. And then I try to look at it and be like, how did I do that? What do I do to do that again? Maria says, have you ever seen the sticky bead mats? I think they're sticky silicone. If they are, you might be able to use those over and over instead of going through the tape. They cost, though, but buy once. That's a good idea. I don't know. This isn't really sticky. I'll have to check those out. Hey, Natalie. Ah! I've eaten my way through 750 grams of my jelly beans. It's been a bad week. Jelly beans are happiness. I love jelly belly beans. Paint is already at the tip and easier to mix before use. Oh geez, severe weather warnings. Stay safe. Francis says, it's only taken me 2 months to do, but finally became a patron. Seems like such a small drop for all the knowledge you've shared. Francis, your drop in the bucket makes all the world of difference to me. Thank you guys so much. Like, thank you, Francis. Like, please don't feel like every little bit, just that you guys are here hanging out with me when you could be doing literally anything else with your time, means the world to me. Like, it's thank you for your time investment, for everything, for just being here. So hey, Brett. Yeah. You've saved me. Just caught the part about tape for resin cabs. Made a batch from your tutorial. Right on, Holly. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. Ooh, right on, Maria. Hey, Gloria. Yvette says sticky bead mats are fur magnets. And that's why keeping this room small, there's no room for the dogs to get in here. Like, they don't like being super congested under things. They like sprawling over the center of the floor. So this is actually the cleanest room in the house, as filthy as it still is. So, hey, Pamela. Today I am distractedly demolding or detaping cabochons. For our craft crates as well as Etsy. Cindy says, I probably need to be cleaning up, but I prefer here with you. We need to do, like, because I've been doing some Fly Lady stuff. Are anybody here familiar with Fly Lady? And so I kind of felt like, because I hate cleaning by myself, so I was like, we need to have, like, a time where we all just get together and do our dishes or something, like the cleaning the kitchen hangout or something, Well, thank you, Cindy. Oh, trying to catch up. Hey. Hey, Beth. Blah. A few days ago, I tried your turquoise polymer clay thing a few weeks ago, but I used black clay instead of paint, and it gave some wicked swirl-looking things. Right on. I have to get back to my overbusy life, right, Erin? Having you talk to me with my version of it. Erin. How much for the crates with cabs, and which are those? Cindy, typically all of my crates will come with the cabochons, whether you get chainmail or wire wrapping. Random is pretty random. Some months you may get some months you may not, but you also get, like, sometimes random gets leather working tools as well. And then you even pledging the $20 tier whenever you start getting the craft crates. Those ones you get usually 4 to 5 cabs, sometimes more. And as well as beads and wire and chainmail rings or whatever else, we throw in that month. But you always get at least some. If you signed up for wire, you get some wire. If you signed up for chainmail, you get some chainmail, in addition to other beads and stuff and things. Sarah says, okay, so be blunt here. What stuff on YouTube helps money-wise? Likes, watching ads, views, how can we help you? Sarah, I wish I knew, because, like, our view time is up, our watch time is up from last month. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like every time I have it like halfway figured out, YouTube changes something. So I don't know. And honestly, I want to keep it organic. I don't want to ask for y'all to do things outside of what you would have normally done. So you don't feel obligated to watch through the ads on my videos, to watch a video that you're not enjoying, to click like on a video that you didn't enjoy. Like, it's making noises. I thought I turned the sound off. Nope. There we go. So it's, I don't know. Patreon definitely helps. We rely on Patreon way more. Patreon and Etsy sales are the best way, because YouTube is just a fickle creature. House cleaning hangout, right? I'm so far behind on comments. It may sound totally weird. I watch YouTube videos of people cleaning to help motivate me to clean. Brandy, that's not weird at all. Like, I watch videos of other people doing meal prep, of other people exercising, of other people gardening. Like, it gets me in the right frame of mind. Hey, Julie! Is there any way to sharpen wire cutters? I have a pair I love, but it's getting harder and harder to cut wire with them. Not that I'm aware of. I put them in my scrap metal bags for whenever we go and sell our scrap metal and just get a new pair, because the wire cutters that I use are like $5. So, but usually by the time they stop cutting wire, they look like a sawtooth blade. Crafting before cleaning, no dishes, use paper. Right, Holly? And that meal prep has really helped with doing dishes and stuff. Okay, click in and... What is this witchcraft? Twisted. This is how I support you for now. Once I have an income, I can help in more immediate ways. No, Maria, I feel like Randy and I are very overcome with generosity and kindness. Woo! Everything's sliding. So I would rather you invest in yourself and get to where, your life is balanced and you feel stable and stuff. Like, that's the best way that any of y'all could help me, is to invest in yourself, because I want to be able to help all of you. But the only way that I have to be able to do that is doing tutorials to teach you what I've learned for you to use in a way that can better your life. So, Sarah says, I've heard watching the ads helps. Just do something while ad is on. Right on. First time catching you live. Right on. Hey, Kathleen. Zombie says, will you be putting more on Etsy soon? Any chance of putting those beautiful elf ears on there? I would totally pay a lot for a pair. Well, hey, Zombie, what color of elf ears do you want? Because if you send me an email with your shipping address, you've been so generous, I'm just going to send you a pair of elf ears. Having views and likes helps the YouTube algorithms make it easier to search for you, but make money should be how many people click on ad links. Okay. Even as with many years of been doing this, I enjoy watching others as well, right? Oh, I'm sorry, Linda. It says I have good quality over here. I don't know what's up. I'm still battling the war of half Persian 3-in-1. When I run out of EPDM rings, I know I have won the war. Right? Hey, Jessica. Paper plates do compost. Any more talk of there being a leather working Patreon package? You mentioned it a while back in the live stream. Erin, I still have not found a sustainable way of being able to do that. But it's So, and I supplemented, instead of doing the Patreon package that I like once or twice a month now, I'll do a leather tool giveaway. But I don't know, I think I would have to like take a poll and find out what tools y'all are most interested in getting. Bye, Wicked. Do you like chokers? I've been making a lot of them lately and would love to send you one. In my current form, Cindy, I do not as much because like whenever I look down, everything touches. But when I was younger and had a little more of a jawline, I loved to wear chokers. Hey, Amused. Purple or blue? Okay. What metal tone? Basic tools would help, right on. Because the thing is that like a swivel knife for leather working is like $20. And so I don't know, it's leather might be one of those things where I'm gonna have to figure out which tools, because I don't want somebody to pay like $40 for their craft crate and get stuff that they feel like I could have just gone to Tandy Leather and bought this. Right on, zombie. If I was to send one to you, would you have anyone to give it to? Maybe. I'm a hoarder, though. When people send me stuff, I'm like, mine. You don't understand how much you help just by being you and being here. I lost Mom almost a year ago. I've been taking care of her full time. Her loss has been devastating. You help. I'm really sorry, Maria. But I'm glad to be helpful. Kate says, popping out of lurker mode to say you're wonderful and thank you. Back to lurking. Hey, lurking Kate. Tanya says, I don't have a Tandy Leather near me. They do ship, Tanya. Not to undermine potential Patreon pledgers, but it's Tandy Leather does ship, so. Now, from a leatherworking perspective, for our $10 pledgers, they do have access to our digital download content, where all of the templates that I put up for sale on Etsy, like you could just pledge $10 and get all of the templates. That's, for all the bracers, for my leaf bags, my masks, my, anything that we post up to Etsy, as well as artwork too, so. Did a couple more. I'm gonna have to mix up another batch of resin today. I ordered more beads after Mom told me to stop getting beads as they're running out of house to store them in. I told her to build a shed. Leatherwork kit giveaway sounds like a nice alternative. Having priced the tools, they're expensive. Maybe small scrap leather to practice on in the dealer's choice / mix crates. I could probably do that. Like, I don't know, this month the random crate might be some leather scraps. Like, and I say scrap, but it won't be big enough to make armor out of, but you'll definitely be able to get some earrings and pendants and maybe a bracelet or two out of it, and then like a tool or two. But stains and a lot of the other stuff is so heavy to ship that it's like, if somebody pledges $20, I try to send at least, like shipping can sometimes be anywhere from $5 to $15. So it's like, I don't know, it's hard. What if the leather crates contained actual leather bits? Right on. Thanks, Sarix. I'm glad you like it. What is Etsy? Etsy is like eBay, but for like handmade things. It's where I sell my stuff, and lots of people sell their stuff on there. It's a pretty good platform for it. I was saying as I find myself mystified when starting. Right? Ooh, yeah, that's a really great point, Carol. Tandy Leather, Carol says, if you're military, you get a discount or any form of service. They also do church group discounts, like and like Boy Scout discounts and stuff. Ooh, you're a hoarder. I'm as well, but hubby would like me to clean out some. Maybe I can send you some of that, right? I'm trying to resist my hoarder tendencies, but ooh, I love lariat necklaces, even though my boobs eat them. Aussie Males tutorials. I'll have to check that out. Ah, Tanya! Is it difficult to set up an Etsy shop? I don't think so. It's just like setting up any other kind of profile. Though they do have you put in, I think, either a PayPal account or like your card information. That way, lost my train of thought. Came and went. That way, whenever they charge their fees, they have that. Are there any particular stones you like? I have boxes upon boxes. I am a sucker for any kind of rock on this planet. You could send me a box of gravel and I would squee. Like, I love. Melita says, I think a hoarder is a prerequisite for being a crafter, right? I call it being in magpie mode. What you mean? I've dropped the start of half Persian and the only three rings together and then try to figure out what I was doing. I think I'm going to do another tutorial, one of the on the half Persian 3-in-1, because one of the ways that helped me kind of figure it out to begin with is to have it on a wire. Hey teenies. And well, I feel bad duplicating tutorials that are already out there. I don't know. There's folks who duplicate quite like my tutorials like all the time. So and I don't mind that. So it's I don't know, but it's because we all do our things in a different way, you know. So that's really complicated. Like, do you guys know what I mean? Like, it's because I feel like it's hard to be original, especially doing a video a day. When Mom and I go for walks, we're always looking down for pretty rocks. Instead of a squirrel, we're like, oh, rocks. Right? Ooh, speaking of rocks, I want to show you. We went kayaking. Well, we went on a float trip, but Randy and I were in a tandem kayak, and TMI moment, but I went and I pooped in the woods for the first time as an adult, and I found rocks on the way back. So these, and there was one rock that was like staring at me while I was going to the bathroom, and because it had what looked like an eye on it. And so I took it and I was like, this is my pooping rock. And then Lauren took it. She has a picture of me and her from VisionCon with my pooping rock next to it. But I found this one because I love hold stones. See, it's got a hole all the way through it. That's pretty neat. And then this was another one, and we were on just a riverbank, so I wasn't like stealing from like a national park or anything. Sure, you go on a poop mission that it really is a rock you bring back. Oh no, these are rocks. But that's another one with a hold stone in it. From another mystery, rock counts hoarders crafty. Oh my god. Holly. And then this one I thought was really cool because it has like it had a second hole building, but it has just the one through right there. See the light coming through? And then this one I picked for Randy. And I thought he would really like just the way that the structure and the shape and everything on the Penny says, I never ever find neat rocks when I go poo. Well, maybe you need to go poo outside more. Maybe. How's it hanging?
Oh, it's hanging.
It got super warm in there. Yeah.
I'm not super jealous or anything, but there were just a few times for raids.
Yeah? How? Ah. Penny. They brought the rocks they brought me. That was the souvenir I received. Those are fairy stones. Right on, Candace. Do what, honey?
Meanwhile, I'm in for like 3 hours.
Yeah. Ah, I left my tea. I'll be right back. And back. The fairy stones. Male Artisans is tutorial for 4-in-1 edged with 6-in-1 as well as Male Artisans is probably the best website. That used to there was CG Mail. I can't remember, but it was somebody's website, but they took it down since then, I think. But no, Male Artisans is top notch. Tumbleweed. Hey, Abigail. Hey, Naomi. Are you liking the... Aaron's asking if you like the DBC Dokkan Battle anniversary event.
Yes, in fact, I'm going to be doing a shooting video on it
Okay. Randy says yes, and that he's actually going to be shooting a video on it today. How to cook correctly in the woods so that you find pretty rocks on the way back. It's all about location, location, location. But no, and that was something that going camping with my good friend Lara, like I was like, oh my gosh, Lindy, really? And so I was like, I've never gone backpacking before. Like I've always gone camping in areas that, even if we're on a primitive campsite, they'll at least have like a hole in the ground with a board over it. But ooh, Brett and Brissy. I don't think poo rocks would sell well. Probably. I bet you we could make little emojis out of polymer clay, like the little poop emoji. Those would sell like crazy. I'd make them into earrings. And then people could be like, these earrings look like and I'll be like, these earrings are Sorry. I think I'm funny. Ooh. Be like too many jalapenos. Well, you know, it's common ground. Naomi says tutorial for a festival belt. Yes, that would be so cool. Just got done with my green tea, thinking about having another. Do it. Kidding, those would be your best seller, right? Hey, Tammy. Yep. Poop emoji horns. Well, not for this one, because these are for Eridani Studios, and I don't think they signed up for that. Carol says, are you going out to dinner for your birthday, and where? Actually, for my birthday, Randy and I are going to go get lost in the woods. So I'm probably going to do it. Kinda. Well, we're going to go out hiking on my birthday. And then we're probably going to come home and have, like, a prepped meal or something. But I'm trying really hard to not eat out as much anymore. Because with the exception of, like, Misarco's here in Carthage, they're, like, my favorite restaurant ever. Or sushi, we don't really go out to eat anywhere because it just tastes better when we make it at home. Or where do you go to get the artwork and other stuff for Patreon? How do you mean? Like, I know, right? Sushi. Aaron says we met the Eridani Studios folks at the Georgia Ren Fest. They spoke highly of you. Yo, like, I can't even, I feel like I've been going on about them a lot in this video, but I can't even begin to describe, like, Eridani Studios, like Mike, Paul, Sarah, and Laura, and Clayton, like, just the whole mess of them, have been such an inspiration to Randy and I. We did our very first show, Chattacon, in Chattanooga, Tennessee in January. And Laura came over and, like, bought one of my most expensive pieces. And it was, like an azurite cabochon wrapped. And it was, like, I don't know, it was, like, $30. And she hung out and she chatted with us. And she was so supportive and so nice. And it's, like, and their booth setup looked amazing, and, like, all of their work was amazing, and they won the costume contest, and, like they were goals. Like, Randy and I looked at each other and we were like, we want to be like Eridani Studios one day. Nice people, good setup, solid business, like, they're just, but then we felt bad because we were like, man, how do they do it? Like, you know, but we didn't realize they had already been doing it for, like, a decade before, you know, we even did our first show. So they had so much more experience and so much, like, they have employees now and, like, you know, just it's amazing what all they do. Actually, they actually put on, like, Jordan Con down in Atlanta because they're, like, I think they're the official artists for the Wheel of Time books. Hey, Star. Sorry, I wasn't even, I was just sitting here jabbering, sculpting. I need to catch up on, ooh, right on, Lindy. I'll have to check those out. Oh no, Twisted. Vistaprint, hey Randy, can I see that coupon for Vistaprint? I got this in the mail. If you go to before July 24th, They're having 50% off site-wide. This is not sponsored. I got this literally in the mail. And site-wide 50% off. Maybe at some point you and Randy could hire an intern, right? Twisted said, yeah, but I need him tomorrow. Not gonna lie, Randy and I used to print and ship our own, not print and ship. We would print and cut out our own business cards on like cardstock. So, right, Christy? Yeah, Sarah, they do artwork for the Wheel of Time books. Like they do like the cover art and stuff. Is that right, Randy? Am I remembering correctly? I mean, I could be wrong, but oh no. Well, if you draw out your information Twisted on like one piece of paper, you can have people take a picture of it with their smartphones. Abigail says, can I share a photo to Patreon of the goats I went out and saw yesterday? Yes, that would be awesome. I would love to see them. Right, Mills? But no, if there's a will, there's a way. And I really recommend whenever... Oh, what's your business name, Margaret? We have old cards, so I'll just write the correct info on the back. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. Hey, Anita. The water is wide, I can swim. And neat Cat Shadow Emporium. I like it. And neither have I wings to fly. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I leaned my back against an oak, thinking it was the strongest tree, but first it bent, and then it broke, and that's the way was treated me. Steffi says, I just posted a month-long project that I finished today. Woo! Pro tip for surviving in the heat, just take a umbrella everywhere with you. Like, it's a regular umbrella, but for the sun instead of the rain. Like, I have a big rainbow one that I use whenever I'm gonna be outside. Aw, well, thanks, Debbie. I'm glad you guys like it. I really like getting to hang out with y'all. Like, true story. If any of you is a writer, I'm attempting to write a YouTube channel, Paws and Ink. Feel free to check it out and give me feedback. Ooh, right on! My business name is called Not All Roses, but it's closed right now. But thinking of opening it again. Right on. Well, it's the biggest thing is like, I can understand closing for, like, vacation mode or, like, feeling overwhelmed or, but I've always felt like if I make something and we're not doing a show and I'm not putting it on Etsy, then it's not, you know, I don't know, it's not doing what it was intended to do, and that was for it to sell. Candace is My Mystic Charms on Etsy. Right on. Tammy says, I've just started and love watching you and your videos. Aw, thanks, Tammy. What kind of stuff are you working on? Physio said, I'm close to sitting independently again. Abigail! It's been months of hard work building up her body tone back up to allow me to sit. It's taken ages, but the hard work is starting to pay off. Oh, that's awesome. Have you ever done unicorn horns? I have, but not in the glue-on style. They're long and top-heavy. So I usually do it on a strap or as part of a headdress. And this batch of horns that I'm making are specifically going to be the glue-on variety. Ours to yours on Etsy. I have recently been wondering about henna, how to make it, how to apply it, basically anything and everything about it. What advice do you have regarding it? It's a ton of fun. I would really recommend, instead of buying for a similar price to what you would pay for like a kit at like Walmart or Michael's or something, you can buy like 100 grams of powder and then just mix it up yourself, adding some lemon juice and like mustard seed oil or eucalyptus, or there's a lot of different recipes out there on the market. Ancient Sunrise henna is intended for hair, but that's what I'd actually used for this. I had used some leftover Ancient Sunrise henna for my henna tattoo, and I feel like it did pretty well. But and then I use they're like little cones, like made out of cellophane gift wrapping. I actually have a tutorial on how to roll the cone. In that way, the biggest problems that I ran into as a beginner were making the henna paste way too runny. My brain is just to the gutter and back when you were talking about strap-on unicorn horns. Is anyone using Amazon Handmade? I closed my Etsy because the charges are getting too high for me. I haven't, Christy, but I would love to hear about other people's experiences, though. Hello, Yvonne. Working on watercolor and acrylic painting for the first time in years. Right on. And sold a few paintings lately. So excited to get back into painting. Well, that's awesome, Karen. Because, I mean, and this is something, making money off of your art is not everything and is not for everyone. But it is, for me, really nice. Like, it's the best thing in my life that I get to create art and pay my bills off of it. Like, it definitely takes some of the fun out of it sometimes, but I feel like I'm bound and determined to have fun at whatever I do. So, it's even whenever I'm like mass producing, like making like a ton of something, I'll hang out with you guys, or I'll throw on YouTube videos, or, I'll do something so that even if it's not the best day of my life, like doing that one particular thing, my overall day still comes out pretty good. Tammy says, what are the horns for? These are going out to Aridani Studios for Gen Con, as well as I think they may have them out at Dragon. We're going to be there at Dragon also, but I don't have any qualms about them putting horns out in their booth because they're on the first floor and Randy and I are on the fourth floor. So I think I'd rather them have the horns out to sell. My business name used to be Julie's Jewels, but I recently changed it to Nature's Creations. Oh, that's beautiful, Julie. I'm thinking of trying to use Facebook instead of Etsy. Okay. Oh, really? How did you come up with your business name? I don't know. We kind of just stumbled around with it a bit. And I focused on we set some stipulations. We wanted something. We knew a lot of our designs were very nature inspired, very elvish, very like medieval. Maybe we did rent our not rent fair. We did like a lot of chainmail starting off, a lot of natural gemstones. But I wanted something that fit with a natural theme, but was not limiting to what products we could carry. Because at the time, I still had a very strong interest in selling, hand dipped candles and incenses and soaps and like so much stuff. But it made more sense starting off to focus on one product line, and that was jewelry. And then from there, we branched off into costuming also. So, but I could still, sell whatever I wanted because it's not like I'm called Randy Vaughn's Swords, where we could only sell swords. Michael says, what is your favorite breakfast food? Probably yogurt. I like to start my day with some yogurt. Actually, I feel hardcore like Excalibur from Soul Eater right now. I like to start my day with 130 Fahrenheit coffee. See, they come out different every time. I used to bead and cross stitch, but I can't see that well anymore. I hear you, Tammy. I think my next investment, like my next tool that I think I need to get, is one of those big magnifying lenses. Yeah, it's really hard, Twisted. Anytime you're dealing with a corporation, because honestly, even just Randy and I, we have a really hard time holding up to, like, I still have not sent off replacement mugs for a couple of the mugs had broken. I have them set aside, but I just needed to double check and make sure that they were going to the right places. But it can be really easy to get sidetracked and derailed. So I try to not hold it against folks, against the individuals who work for a company, because I know things can get scattered for sure. Yeah, that's fair. Hola, desde Ecuador. I'm gonna butcher it, but gracias por mira, I don't know. I'm trying. Currently being used as a pillow, Sarah. How thickening is the liquid? Oh gosh, I'm covered in clay. Like, I would like to know why someone thought it was a good idea to pull my green rings and send them via USPS last Friday, then pull and ship the rest of the order via FedEx on Monday. I have no idea. Were they shipped, were they from two different sellers or like two different warehouses maybe? And I don't know, I get frustrated sometimes, but I also just roll with it because it's like, for myself, like, does it justify, does my getting upset about it fix anything? Like, I've stopped doing businesses with companies, though, because it's like, this was ridiculous. I don't get upset about it, but I do make a decision for in the future to be like, I'm not going through that again, And nice to see you again. Hey, Kimberly. Who is Nightbot? I see the post on your chats all the time. Nightbot is a computerized moderator that spams my crap for me. Randy went through and set up like my Facebook, the channels that I wanted to link, and other things like that. So it's set up on a timer. It also keeps the trolls out a little bit. Oh, not anymore? Yeah, it was a little too pushy about being like, you used one too many exclamation points in your post, and it'll block you. So I try to avoid that, but Yeah. To each their own. I think that's one of the beautiful things about capitalism is that if you don't like it, you don't have to give them your money. And this is going to be the last one in this style. And then, I don't know. I don't want to get burnt out on doing horns, but... Oh, request time. If you guys want to check me out on DeviantArt, which I don't know if there's a link down in the video description, but you could check me out on, it's backtoearthcreations.deviantart.com. If you just Google Back to Earth Creations, you can find it, or you can go to my main page on my website, and up at the very top, there's a link to my DeviantArt gallery. If you guys want to go through there and see some of my older designs, and then request which ones you would like to see me do a tutorial on. Because I'd really like to kind of do, I've done a few then and nows, but I'd really like to do more, and I don't know if you guys are interested in that. Gotcha. Going to Gen Con, right, Jessica? I'll have to see if I can find your horns there. That would be really cool. I hope to one day for us to be able to do Gen Con, but currently it is not in the cards. Well, thanks, Cherry. Do you think you'll ever do one on Egyptian coil? Right, yeah. I would love to, Cindy. And as always, I want to add like a little bit of a variation to it, you know, to the Egyptian coil. So I'll have to mess around with it a bit and see if maybe I can come up with something that helps make it a little bit more my own. That way I'm not just duplicating somebody else's tutorial. Well, thank you. Thanks, Clip Spikers. Now, over on the Vonster vlog, we don't really... I still do kind of tutorials sometimes. We have more tutorials coming in. Like, yesterday, I planted some more seeds, and I shot some video about how I was doing that. I'm going to be doing some videos on hoop dance and poi spinning, which that stuff is a lot of fun. But it's mostly currently vlog content. So daily behind the scenes of not just what's going on here, but on my weight loss adventure. Which, because I was calling it Journey for the past like 2 months, but then we went on that kayaking trip and I was like, I want this in my life. I like how you showed the pre-setting up of the units. Right on, Melita. That helps me so much. I wondered how you would say my name. So I was like, Classine Spiker? No. Is that like your actual name, or is that like a pseudo name? Nah, words are hard. Pseudo name. Suede name. Dutch. Right on. I'll be doing tutorials on that as well, Erin. As well as probably some yoga videos, and just, I don't know, I'm really excited to just see how it goes. But I had asked myself, because I was getting pretty stressed out, like, not saying this to be like passive aggressive or anything, but it's getting pretty difficult doing a video a day. Like, it is a full-time job, like 100%. And I was like, and I was getting pretty stressed about it, and I was, if money were not an issue, like, let me get this flipped around, because I want to real talk with you guys for a minute. I actually have done some belly dance. Like, I've been belly dancing for about 15 years now, on and off in intensity, but it's always there in the back of my head. It does actually, Sarah. But some super duper real talk. I was looking at, I was getting pretty stressed out. Like, the winter was pretty hard. like video wise, I felt like my content directly reflects my inner state, and for the winter I did not feel that strong behind my content, and I was just like, winter is just a dumpy time anyways. Like, I kind of hate the winter. I love it, but I also hate it. And we were still really transitioning. I felt like the business was failing because we weren't doing as many conventions, and it's like I was scared about if Patreon and YouTube would be sustainable, and just so much constant work stress, because we work out of our home. There is nowhere to go in this house where I get away from work other than our bedroom, which is why I never shoot videos in the bedroom. It is a no, because it's not that I don't want you guys to see my room, it's just that I need someplace that makes me, well, that in the bathroom. But I can only spend so much time in there. It's pretty small. But so it's someplace that I can go where it's a no camera rule, like for shooting. Like, I'll get pictures of like me, Randy, and the dogs and stuff. But and I was just being stressed out of my mind. Like low level stress, but it was constant. So that's how it kind of like just ate at me. And I had asked myself, I was like, if money were not a thing, like if I had all the money a person could ever need for the rest of my life, and I knew that my family and friends were going to be taken care of, like if I lived in the utopian Star Trek future where money is not even a thing, what would I do? What would I do that would make me happy? You know, and I thought about it, and I was like, I really like teaching. Like, I do. I enjoy, like, answering questions and brainstorming. Like, I like thinking and doing. And I'm like, that's pretty nice. But I can't do that all the time. Like, what would I do? And I was like, I would practice my music. I would dance more. I would go out into nature. Like, I would pay way more attention to my garden. I would be outside every day. And it's like, and I wrote down listed these things that I was like, what would I do? Like, what brings me joy that has absolutely nothing to do with money or with making money or with working? I'd play my guitar and my flutes, and I'd go on walks, and I'd play with my chickens and my dogs, and I'd like pet a horse, and like, I don't know, like, and so I was like, I need to start doing these things. And better yet, and something that works out really wonderfully with YouTube and with this and with y'all, is I get to do things that I enjoy, being creative, sorry, the camera froze. I am back, and I plugged in. So yeah, somebody who's watching who can see this, can you type to refresh the page? I can't type comments on the phone. But I'd asked myself, I was like, how can I make money at something that I enjoy? And that's doing this, because I do also need money. Bye, Cindy. Thanks for hanging out with me. Right on. Yeah, I'm still here, guys. We're doing a super long one. Like, Thursdays are going to be our long stream day. Abigail says that's the problem when your hobby becomes your job. It really is. But finding a way to balance that. Oh, I feel so bad when the phone freezes. But no, just for future reference, anybody watching this live, or after the fact, and you do come into my live streams, I will always come back and say bye. If it's like buffering and it takes a minute, I will be here. Hopefully, Twisted. Family calls. Well, I'll be here for the replay, Cindy. The horns are for Eridani Studios. They'll be at Gen Con, and they'll also be at Dragon. I love live streams as well. Can you pre-record some vids, then have some stockpiled vids and schedule those to take a breather? I do, Erin, and that's what I have been doing. That's a really good point, Amethyst. And I had gotten like a month and a half ahead on videos. And so I was actually able to do a few other things, trying to get this dog hair out of the horn. There it goes. These horns are for wearing. Whenever they get baked, you can spirit gum them to your forehead, or we can actually drill them afterwards, after the clay has been baked. In that way, you can string a cord through it, or whatever you like. Amethyst is like, I'm self-employed at home, so I get it. And I don't know, but and it's been great. Like it's been really good. I finally burnt through though all of my backlogged videos. So after the live stream today, I'm gonna have to go through and do quite a bit more editing and get a few more videos recorded and like. But being home is really nice. I'm really glad that we aren't like doing 3 or 4 conventions a month anymore. That was a ton of work, and there's no way. Twisted. It depends. Some people do that. They get the little bolt installed so they can screw stuff on. My issue is I work for a company where I do online computer repair, so I'm either here working or here watching YouTube/crafting gaming. Always being here makes me depressed, right? And that's Ruby. You can start to feel a little bit like a crafter in a cage, and so that's again why I started the Monster vlog, is because I knew, knowing myself, that if I didn't make a priority out of my fitness, my happiness, my health, that I was never going to do it. So I did start the Monster vlog, and that we're almost up to 800 subscribers already, which to me is amazing. Like I was like, I just need to do it because I know that posting a daily video, and I'm not even married to the daily videos over on the vlog. It's just something that I've been doing because it keeps me motivated, and I'm down 10 pounds. So I'm trying to be self-employed from home, but it's really hard. It is, and it's not for everyone. Honestly, a lot of folks, even who are self-employed, they'll pay that little bit extra for, or sometimes a lot extra for studio space or to work still self-employed but out of the home, just to have a delineation between, because some people do really well with structure, getting up, getting dressed, going to work, coming home. It's yelling at me to go walk. Stuff. So Sarah says, I saw your gallery. Do you have a tutorial for the tentacle jewelry? That's actually one on the list of tutorials to shoot. More live streams, no editing, just stop at 5 or after 8 hours. Maybe if it were easy. Do what?
What about poopsies?
Randy says, what about poopsies? Right on. And thank you, Erin. No, and the stress that I'm talking about was honestly like back in like January and February, like December, January, February, like where it was just, I was trying to do some tidbit tutorials, and I don't really like posting the same tutorial that's just been edited down, but I feel like if I do too many long tutorials, people complain about how long they are. If I do too many short tutorials, people complain that they are not long enough. And I had to remind myself that it's like, I'm doing this for me. Period. I'm doing this because I like it. Like, I don't have to be here enjoying myself with you guys. Like, if I weren't enjoying this, I would not be doing it. And letting other people tell me what to do makes me not enjoy it. So, and I try to balance that with trying to not be a bitch about it, if that makes sense. Not fun, don't do it. Sing, dance, walk while you're young, beautiful, get priorities. I'm gonna be singing and walking and dancing when every concept of what's socially accepted beauty has been ripped away by time and gravity. I am going to be a dirty old prune dancing in the street, and hopefully y'all will be dancing with me. Can you do polymer clay unicorn earrings? Like a unicorn, like a horse, or like just the horn? Oh no, Abigail, I have to go by 6 p.m. because I'm testing for my brown belt tonight. Good luck, Lisa. Literally kick butt. You went to can't learn something new every single day. I go to Hardee's to do computer work. Right on. Okay, so get up and bring us out back for a walk. That's a good idea. Let me sculpt this other horn, and then we'll go out for a walk. February is hard. Ooh, making guitar string earrings. That sounds cool. And take an actual lunch break out of the craft room. What? That's not a thing, is it? Hey, Natalie. You can't please everyone all of the time. Just do what makes you happy, right? But another thing, I'm very business-minded because I really do. Like, I need to create a sustainable way of life for Randy and I. And I feel like we're getting there. Baby steps, we're getting there. But I don't know, I grew up really poor, so it's like I don't want to grow old really poor either. So we're fighting to get out of debt. We're fighting to stay on a budget, which meal prep has really helped with that. Are those even? No. Gonna be 65, already dancing with you. Right on, Margaret. Like a unicorn horse. I might try that. Sarek says, I wish I could order Parawire, but shipping to Canada is so expensive. You're telling me for us to ship our craft crates, it's like craft crates. It's like, right? Do what? It's like $10 to $15. Ooh, have you ever considered making those elf leaf pins that hold the floats together on Lord of the Rings? I thought about it, and I had made some pendants that were very similar-ish, but my polymer clay skills have really increased since then, so I'll try to revisit that one. Yeah, Mel says debt is seriously just so hard to stay positive about, right? And I don't qualify for any student loan forgiveness. I don't like anything, and my college degree is useless because I got it from University of Phoenix. So goodbye $42,000 that I could have been using for literally anything else. It's just crap crates. Polymer clay jelly beans, except for no eating them, Abigail. We're a long or short video. You want to do, Vaughn? Thanks, Sarah. YouTube video on how to make guitar string earrings, right? Right. We're back on to poop always. It's the most relatable thing. Ooh, that's good to know, Abigail. I mixed feelings about the poop emoji. Half of my brain goes hee hee poop. The other half says this is why the aliens don't talk to us. Yeah, that's fair. Allison, I highly recommend it if you like it. It's, for me, it's socializing. Like, I'm really glad that I get to hang out with you guys. It gives me a little bit of external stimulation to get out of my own headspace for a minute. Jeez, yeah, and Lynn, that's something we've been trying to deal with our Patreon packages as well, and that's why we put like $5 on the customs forms for the value. It's worth way more than that, but we try to keep the weight real low and the estimated price real low. Sarix, those are actually I wood burnt and carved the candle sconce over on DeviantArt. Bye, Melissa. Happy crafting. You are so beautiful. And if they don't, they don't try. It should be destroyed. Have a fun weekend, Evelita. Have you looked into trying to get your student loan refinanced? We have, and it wouldn't actually, like, it wouldn't benefit us because I have, like, the multiple loans taken out over the years that I was in college. Like, they all have the same interest rate, and it's just, there's no way to get it to be better. Like, my friend Tracy, who used to do mortgages and is very knowledgeable about loans, and she dealt with her student loans. I had her take a look at it, like, and, like, kind of teach me. I've watched a bunch of videos. Like, we've done all but go to a financial advisor and be like, what can I do? But it's, what you do is just pay it off. Right back. Don't end the stream for at least half an hour. Right on. Lynn says, I've had 0 fees for your packages. Awesome. That's what we like to hear. That's what we're shooting for. Do you make any hair clips or ornamentation? I do, but not as much as I would like. And I really want to make some for, like, holding, like a hair stick thingy. I used to make some out of, like, leather. It's a lot of fun. Where's my thing that I do things with? I'm going to use the end of a paintbrush, not a toothbrush. Never lonely, right? Will you do tutorial for the sconce? Quite possibly. I got those wood pieces from Goodwill, like, gosh, 8 years ago. Check the federal government Google air term. Right. And it's, the thing is it's just for the amount that we'd be paying, you know, because we have to, like, pay it off over such a long time before the student loans become forgiven, that we're basically being held, I feel like we're going to be held prisoner by our debt for the next, like, 10 years. And you have to have be under qualifying employment. And our form of self-employment is not currently, to the best of my knowledge, qualifying employment. So we're sucking it up and paying it off. That's because also the student loan forgiveness, I would rather go to people who like have kids or who have who are, for lack of a better term, not less blessed than Randy and I are currently financially. Like, on Patreon and YouTube and our Etsy sales, like, y'all have been very generous to us, and that's helping us to really change our life. I'd rather leave the federal assistance to people who have not come to the same good fortune, if that makes sense. Like, and that's probably just me being stubborn, but try talking to someone about school stuff and you get it forgiven also. I find this, but yours is forgiven. Right on. More hair clips. Yeah, for sure. Sorry, not to use some creative skills to fix your leaky ceiling. Yeah, well, we got the leak to stop, but it's still, like, the damage is there. And until the house is in our name, we can't really justify putting much money into it. Because we don't know if we'll end up getting... it's just complicated. Aw, well, thank you. Right? That sounds like a solid plan, Lindy. And that's probably the first step, is to actually have a plan. Because, I mean, I still hate University of Phoenix and everything that has to do with them and the debt that I accrued and everything, but I actually get excited when thinking about our debt plan because we have a debt plan. It's no longer this big monster that's looming over everything that we do. It's, we'll get there. We'll baby step our way up this freaking mountain. If it takes forever. Okay. So got those ones done. So these are all the cabs and horns. I've almost filled up the tray. And I'm unplugging this. I'm actually going to get hooked up onto a tripod and take you guys outside and probably have some lunch. Oh, look at those puppers. Sam's using Z's butt as a pillow. We need to vacuum. Yeah, dogs are filthy. Don't wink at me. Where'd my tripod go? There it is. Hey, Randy, are you hungry? Okay. Sorry, getting... Oops. Fine for president. I don't want to be president. I did not sign up for this responsibility. Okay. Thankfully not over my head yet. Going to run. Bye, Maria. The beauty of meal prep, you guys. Boom and boom. Lunch. Let me grab a spoon. And if I wear my hat, I'd be over there. I'll be outside. I'll be live. Melon and cheese for lunch. Yeah. Okay. Oop. How to open the door with one hand while holding the tripod. Boom, that's skills. What are we having for dinner, Yvonne? Tonight we are having chicken brats. They're like chicken apple smoked brats. My lunch! Durability test on the on the Tupperware. And they lived. Check that out. It's raining now, right? Ha ha! Little kangaroo pouch. Okay. If that's not nature's pocket, then I don't know what is. Well, probably some other nature's pockets, but... Okay, so... The garden's coming along nicely. still a mess out here, but you can see, and I actually got some green beans and dill planted yesterday in that freshly dug bed. That one needs cardboard up. This is the hot mess. Hey, chickie burbs. Burb, chickie burb, burb, chickie burb, burb, chickie burb, burb. Ah. Oops. Got the camera stuck on that. And there's our compost pile. Oh, keep getting the camera stuck in the lid. Ever tried refrigerator oatmeal? Like the overnight oats? I haven't. Oh, poor bunnies. I actually need to bring them out their ice bottles and frozen watermelon for the rabbits. Hey. Just did some bug spray on my ankles. What's it say? Crushed. I got 250 steps. My sister hides the remote in hers from the grandkids, right? Take a bunch of cardboard out of it. Dude, we hoard cardboard. I don't know if you saw me going through the back room, but... Yay, chickens, right? Let me see. I'll spread them some... Because they're all hanging out in the shade with me. Chicky birds. You hungry workers? There you go. It's raining. Hallelujah. It's raining. So yeah, Q&A time. Hey, don't fight. How many chickens? I have 8 chickens. They are good girls. Super good girls, for sure. And it's lunchtime. They're so cute. I love hanging out with them. Just kicking their little feet. Hey. Give me just a moment. I gotta sit this somewhere where the chickens won't eat it. I'm gonna sit myself over in the shade also. It is hot today. It truly is. It was a good idea to come outside, you guys. Aren't they? Oh, Spikers is 4. Hey, Nutmeg. Where do you get your seeds? I need to order some winter cover crops. I really like Baker Creek. Hey, Nutmeg. Get on up here. Oh, good girl. Oh, you just love me for my food. I know how you are. My sister has chickens. She calls them eagle baits, right? They aren't much into hugging. I know, you're so cute. Hey, that's my spoon. I never heard of that. I said, what if you named your chicken? Right? Oops, sorry, Penny. This one's Nutmeg. I call my chickens the Spice Girls because they're all named after spices. We've got nutmeg, ginger, pepper, saffron, poppy, cinnamon, and then I have 2 that are named caramel and butters. You like cantaloupe? It's pretty good stuff. Hi, Mom, feed me, right? Unfortunately, it's still very hot, but it's not as humid. I heard that you can use vanilla extract on rabbits' noses. Huh. I have no idea, Carol. I haven't tried that. Where do you see Baker Creek heirloom seeds or rareseeds.com? What temperature do you have up there? It is, gosh, it's like about 95 today. Those chickens beg more than my dogs do, right? And like, check them out over here. Ooh. Underneath Rosemary and Rosie. They're just, I love my little chickies. 95. So yeah, I'm gonna head in and after live stream and do Are you sure you aren't out of a Beatrix Potter book? So much adorable going on, I can barely cope. Please stay on. I'm just now catching you. Hey Jesse. Oh, I'll be in, and I might have Randy run them out. Their stuff. I don't know who Beatrix Potter is. I'm a bad person. Little chickens running. But no, the shade cloth, best idea. Like, it's gone up to 90 since the beginning. Wow, Marie. You guys are good girls. You're beautiful, Ginger. Look at you. You're so grown up. I'm gonna see if I can get them to perch the way they normally do. Ginger. Yep, Meg. Come on up, baby birds. Come on. Come on. You gonna come up? No, they're just gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Have y'all start dinner? Have to start dinner. Bye, Lynn. I retreated to the basement to run away from the heat. Have you ever heard of Peter Rabbit, Benjamin Bunny, and... Yeah! Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just bad with names. Right on. I mean, 95 is not unheard of. It's just that it got so hot so early in the year. Like, we were still getting ice storms in April, and then it went directly from that to being up into the 90s. So, like, all of my spring crops, everything just... Hey, oh, don't bite me, chicken! Right? Oh, someone was asking about a beginner wire wrap project. Dragon says I grow everything under a shade cloth. Okay. Sorry, if I miss your question, go ahead and repost it because my phone's being a bit glitchy and it isn't letting me scroll back. Okay. Yeah, Tanya, I decided on Thursdays I'm going to start doing longer streams. Who's a pretty girl? I feel like that scene in Jurassic Park when the little girl was feeding those little dragons, or dinosaurs, and then they ate her. If my chickens eat me, know I loved you. Tanya says I miss your all day ones, right? It was a blizzard that had snow up to your hips and it was thick. Oh man. Bye, Ida. I just wanted to know what you'd suggest as a good first time wire wrap project. I'm trying to try it out after watching lots of your tutorials. Earrings can be really fun, quick, and very rewarding. Probably the biggest mistake, if you can call it a mistake, but the most daunting thing that I see a lot of beginners do is they'll try to do a whole huge piece. And it's like, go ahead and do something simple and small first. It'll help. You'll build up your blisters. You'll build up your calluses. You'll be able to practice your technique, and kind of just start slow and work your way up to it. I think I missed the first part of your question, Pinky. What's incredibly soft? Will you be in Springfield anytime soon? I'm gonna try to be in Springfield in August. Though I'm not sure what weekend at Tandy Leather. wire at the tops to make them into earrings. Thank you. Sure. Oh no, Cindy. Other pulled a Mighty Python, skipped spring and went straight into summer. I just love the chickens so much. Chicken, tell me what you miss. Never had Mountain Dew before. What flavor is it? So when can I come over and be your apprentice? I wouldn't recommend it actually. Randy and I run around naked a lot. It's very awkward for everyone involved. Cherry says, have you ever been on vacation to the UK? I haven't, but I would love to one day. I'm actually going to turn a bit. Because part of the point of being out here is so that y'all can see the chickens. And I was sitting under not the shade cloth. The hospital blocked YouTube on their Wi-Fi. Oh my gosh. I hope they get that straightened out for you, Abigail. That's crazy. Why would they do that? Chickens. I am, Jessie. I'm still thinking about doing the meet and greets, but I don't know how or when we're going to be able to fit that in. I would really love to. I'd love to go backpacking all over Europe. Butterflies. Are you laying an egg? Maybe. Go to Scotland to meet Cherry, then down to Yorkshire, England to meet me. Oh, that'd be so cool. I think the phone is getting hot. Yeah, my phone actually is very hot to the touch. Abigail. Nope, no way. She's just sitting there. Sarah, that's hilarious. Okay. Lunch break over. Back inside and back to crafting. I'm actually going to give the chickens the rest of my stuff. Chicky birds. Okay. Hat back on. Back to the inside with the blessed air conditioning. Oh, my lids. Sorry. Don't fall over the corner. Randy would be quite cross if I broke his phone. Their contract is through Sky and I have Sky Wi-Fi. Right on. Had to duck out for a minute. Hey, Aaron, we just had a lunch break with the chickens. I'm stumbling around trying to... I need a third hand. Good, good girls. I'll bring you out something cold in a bit. Because, gosh, what time is it? It's not even like the hot part of the day yet, is it? Well, it's like 4 maybe. And I can't even check my watch. But yeah, that's the garden. Just a hot mess. Thank goodness for air conditioning, though. The shade is pretty nice in a pinch. Sorry, I don't mean to make y'all car sick or seasick with the constant turning and spinning of the camera. It's just hard to juggle everything. I think a paper egg carton will be alright to bake my polymer clay mushrooms in. Quite possibly. Keep the door from slamming. Open that one in my foot. Oh my god, it's so much cooler in here. Okay. Shut the door with my butt. Hey, doggies. Randy, it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside. Like, seriously.
I was watching you out there video.
What?
It looks hot out there.
It is hot out there. Okay, back to the craft room. Does paper mache do well in this temperature? I imagine it would actually cool or dry quickly. Dries way faster. Right on. Ah, zombie. Jealous of air conditioning, I bet. Twisted stepped outside and didn't burst into flames. It's a start. But my phone is starting to overheat. Well, Randy's phone is starting to overheat. Are you from Murica? Murica, yeah. Someone is actually caught doing... What? Abigail, jeez. Somebody was doing drugs in the bathroom. No, I've got to... I do... Okay. No, I've got to go... I've got to shoot more videos so that I can get ahead, so that we can do stuff. I'm going to do some yoga. I'm going to shoot some vlog content, but put it in front of the air conditioner. It is literally in front of the air conditioner. Oh, sorry, you guys. But I really enjoyed y'all hanging out with me, though. And I'm going to bust out some work for the rest of the day. But y'all have helped me to have an awesome day. So thanks for hanging out, Sabrina, Lisa, Zombie, Penny, Jessie, everybody. Bye, insert sad face. Bye, Cherry. It was great chatting with you. Just everybody. Thank you so much. And I will see y'all in tomorrow's video. Bye. Happy crafting.